On the give me 10, 87, 29, 7, 50, 95, 55.
I haven't seen my but I've been in and out. So testing.
Cheetah.
Whenever you finish it.
Let's roll, baby. You say it.
Yes.
Kansas City.
I do that.
Ready?
Wait, I can play.
You ready?
Okay. What do we need?
3,
What do we not need?
1. Cheetah.
Randomly. Over the 7. Oh, okay, but not
At some point last year,
wasn't me. Oh, okay.
we have some. We have some guys.
It's really hard, but we've run it, and we shun it. Competition, the opposition, gotta be really want it. Next to me, no doubt. Now we get to see these Chiefs come and bring these geeks, make them chase these plays.
Just email me so I can put in the order for next week. Cool. All right, guys. Can everybody hear me okay? We're gonna go ahead and get started because it's Chiefs Thursday. So I want to get us out of here. Yes. So let's get started. Oh, let me turn the music off. I guess that'd be nice.
Stop them up and stop them, got the hot when we stop y'all. Drops when he rock got plucked in me, got stopped. All in my city live. But I find a raw one to get beside. My lucky numbers are 15, 10, 87, 29, 7, 50, 95, 55.
X what click on that. Escape. And then present.
Oh, that's how you do it. Oh, you run it.
Present. And then click back. There. Okay.
All right. Good evening. Good evening. Hi, y'all. Welcome. Our first cohort meeting for Launchpad of the semester. Welcome. If I have not seen you yet, welcome back. Welcome if you are a first-time scholar starting fall 2024. We are excited to have you here. We're going to go ahead and get started. While Trinity's getting set up, we are going to have an icebreaker game. But before that, I do want to introduce to someone that is very, very important, that if you have not seen around the Block School, you will be seeing around the Block School often. Dr. Jocelyn Evans. She is an associate dean here at the Block School, as well as associate professor of finance. She's got a little bit of information she's going to share with you guys, and then we're going to jump right into our cohort meeting. So, of course, you all should know who I am by now, but if you don't, Whitney Vaughn, Launchpad Program Director. Welcome. Happy to have you guys here and happy to have you guys back. So I'll let Dr. Evans really quick explain some information to you guys, and then we'll get started.
Tomorrow program. And we're looking at the business, but we have a lot of banks on board. The intelligence people sitting in that area. People in the financial service industry who are now hyped and excited about mentoring you guys and for permanent jobs. So basically, we're going to have a banking panel with Launchpad, with 20 banks are going to be there, but I recommend you go online. That's why I go. The 26th, probably doesn't see the flyer, but actually we're going to have a panel by the regulators and the financial institutions. And they're gonna talk about 20 different jobs that you may or may not have known about, like we just talked about how they have jobs that they need marketing people to go into, not just finance and accounting people. The data management people, the team of wires, you take your phone and click on there, and so they're gonna have people from their HR on tables and booths. It's gonna be on the fourth floor, on the 26th. You just come by when you don't have crowds, it's gonna be from 1 to 5. So from 1 to 4, they're actually gonna have speaking every hour about the different companies. So the OCC, FDA, then we're gonna have some of the banks, organizations, and small programs coming on board. We're gonna make an announcement soon, but we just got banks from there on board. Program, and so I know that several people already interned at the SIT. You had a good experience, right? Would you recommend it to them? Maybe that's why they're so excited, right? Because you were there. So they're gonna be up there and they're gonna have their laptops, and hopefully what you guys would have done is apply to these internships and apply for these jobs ahead of time. And then you go up there and talk to them. So when you're not inside where they're talking about where the speakers are, telling you about the organizations and the job, and go right outside. They're all gonna be at tables surrounding 413 and 414. And then if you've already applied, you can talk to them about it. You can network, get them on LinkedIn, get their card, start talking to them, and actually start networking to get your next internship or job. Okay. Are you gonna go back?
I would like to, yes.
Great, great. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Testing, testing. Thank you, Dr. Evans. Thank you so much. You guys will be receiving that flyer and that information that Dr. Evans was just referring to in the next day or two. So check your emails, texts, you'll get that. So again, welcome. If you have not checked in, go ahead and check in. And I'm excited, guys, to have you here. Please get pizza if you have not. We are going to first kick off first cohort meeting of the year with a icebreaker. You guys know we like icebreakers. So I'm going to turn it over to Trinity, and she's going to tell you guys what we're doing today.
Okay. Is this gonna work? I really wonder.
Yes, no, you can have this if you
Oh,
want.
well, I'll scream. It's gonna be fine. Okay, hi, I'm Trinity. I'm a student assistant for Launchpad, so I work with Whitney and like planning and budgeting, and I mainly run our Instagram page, so if you call it that, that's me. But today's icebreaker is Launchpad Bingo. So I'm gonna come around and give you guys these sheets. And I'm sure a lot of you have probably played something like this before, but to explain, you're gonna find someone in the room that can basically initial one of these squares saying that they represent that square. And then the first 2 people to reach a bingo will come up here and grab a pen from my hand so I don't have to determine who's shouting at me. And the first 2 people to grab a pen and have a bingo will get these 2 prize bags. So I'm gonna come hand these out. If you don't have a writing utensil, we have some up here for you as well. So just let me know if you need some of those.
Between.
We're giving away 2.
Oh, yes. Does anyone else need a pen?
So get up, move around, guys. We got 2 prizes on deck. 2 prizes on deck.
Let me know if you need a pen, because we have some.
Oh, good. They can't see my screen. Why can they? Why can I see my screen?
Sounded.
So,
Oh, okay.
Use the robot CPR team.
Mhm. Oh, you're saying moving it so they can see the screen too.
Well, not really, because they can see the screen because it's sharing, but like, so they can see when we walk over there.
Okay, gotcha. And just testing for my online people, you guys can hear me just fine. Put a thumbs up if you can hear me just fine online.
But she didn't,
Okay,
so we're good.
perfect. Thank you. We're playing bingo. We should be done in a few minutes and then we'll get started. Grab the water.
Ken and I didn't even know.
Look at this. I just love cheese pizza. Oh my God, yes.
Got winners!
We've got winners. Yes. We've got winners. Yes. Thank you.
If your name is Alicia, raise your hand. You gotta pick anybody.
Alicia. Oh, Elisha. Okay.
We good. They checked out.
Awesome. There you go.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Awesome. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I mean, you can if you want. We have plenty. Okay.
Good job, guys. Good job, y'all. Always like to get you up and moving and active. We'll go ahead and get started. Finish, please get more pizza if you would like. We've got plenty, so please feel free to go back. Let's get started, y'all. So if you guys have not been aware or have not attended an information session yet, please make sure you sign up for RSVP. All of my new Launchpad students have been made aware of the changes that are going to be taking place with Launchpad. So for the Block School of Management, there will be a new strategic plan that's going to be implemented 2025 through 2030. And so part of the new strategic plan, we are going to be doing a little revamp with Launchpad. And so what that means is that we've got some goals, and not that they are goals that's really changed for Launchpad, but we just want to put a little bit more emphasis on what we want you guys to accomplish as Launchpad scholars, as scholarship recipients. And so our main goal with this new strategic plan is, first off, career exploration and planning. We want to make sure that you guys are getting the opportunities to explore, especially if you're coming in as a first-time freshman, first-time college student, a transfer student. Maybe you're just not really sure what it is or what you want to study, what your major should be. And so we want to make sure that you have those opportunities for career exploring and planning out what it's going to look like the next 4 years, or as a transfer student, the next 2 years. So that's definitely something we want to focus on. And that's where I really come involved with making sure that we are meeting once a year to make sure that that plan is being executed and that you're progressing to where you need to be progressing. Professional development. It's going to be, not that it's never been heavy development, professionally for Launchpad, but we're going to put more emphasis on professional development, guys. And what's really cool and what I'm really excited about is we're going to be offering different things when it comes to professional development that's going to be in addition to what you're receiving as Launchpad scholars. And so that will include course industry certifications through Coursera, course industry certifications through Forge, which we'll go through how to create that account today. But basically anything that you guys are doing that is outside of the classroom, we want you guys to have that experience. And so that's kind of where we really want to focus on that professional development. And so what comes into that, and part of that is going to be experience-based learning. All of the things that you guys are doing through Launchpad, doing through student organizations, things of that sort, we want to make sure that you're getting that experience outside the classroom that's going to propel you to get to the career that you want to be in. And so that's why we really want to focus on the experiences that you guys are having outside the classroom that are going to give you the skills that you need. And then, of course, skill building. We want to make sure that you guys got the skills. We want to make sure that you guys are the cream of the crop. You guys are well prepared when you get done with your degree. So that way, when you're out there competing with other students at Mizzou and Harvard or whatnot, you are well above and ahead of the game. So those are mainly our big goals with this new strategic block plan. The block school is implementing this strategic plan beginning 2025 into 2030. So it's a 5-year plan that they want to see kind of go into fruition. And so as Launchpad scholars, as scholarship recipients, we know that you guys, first off, are an elite group. And these are opportunities that you guys are receiving that many UMKC students do not receive. And so we want to make sure that you guys are meeting those expectations that we have of you, but we also want to make sure that you guys are going to be well prepared and being professionally developed and career ready. So experience-based learning, as we've covered in our information sessions, that includes pretty much anything that you do that is professionally centered. And here at UMKC, especially in the Block School of Management, that is what we are all about. We are all about business. And so career exploration sessions. So anything that you guys are doing through the Block Career Center when it comes to your resume or mock interviews or internships or interviewing, those are all sessions that you're exploring your career. You're preparing for your career. You're preparing for an internship. So those are things that you're going to be able to get credit for, get hours for, because you're dedicating that time for that. We want to make sure that you guys are getting recognized and getting those hours for that. If you are professional career escalators, anybody that's a PCE scholar in here? Yes. So anything that you do with PCE, those qualify as hours that you can count towards Launchpad. Dr. Miller and I have already sat down and basically mapped out any PCE workshops that are being offered this year, as well as any Launchpad workshops that are being offered this year. And you are basically can get double credit for participating in either or. One of the things that we are really wanting to hone in on is that we don't want you guys to be doing extra work. As a PCE scholar, as a Launchpad scholar, as a first-gen RU, we want to make sure that you guys are maximizing this professional development. So anything that you do with PCE, pretty much, if you guys aren't sure about it, come see me about it. But for the most part, anything PCE has already been approved to count for Launchpad credit for workshops. So take advantage of that. Coffee and careers. If you guys have not been to a coffee and career yet, I think we've had 3 so far, and they have been amazing, y'all. They have been so well attended. All the food has been gone by the end of the session. But Coffee and Careers is a great way to just informally explore employers that come on campus just to see you guys, just to talk to you guys, and just to give you information about what they offer and what their companies are about. So attend those, because again, those are hours that you're putting towards time that you're putting in that you can get hours for. Of course, all of our Launchpad workshops, please attend. 6 total between orbits and leadership trajectories. What's really cool about the Launchpad workshops, I'm kind of transitioning them. I don't want to say transitioning, but I'm making them more workshop based and more interactive. And so you can get hours credit just for attending, of course, a Launchpad workshop. So make sure you guys attend. Of course, you won't be able to attend all of them, but attend what you can. Site visits, another option. Again, one of the things that you'll notice is that in the past with Launchpad, they've had a checklist, and typically on that checklist, a site visit was required, a social was required, participation at a sporting event was required. If you'll notice, those things are going away. We're not going to be mandating you to attend a site visit. We encourage you to attend a site visit, but it's not necessarily something that is required for you to complete in order to renew your scholarship. But it is an option for you, and I encourage you to do it, because the site visits are great to get on campus to an employer, to actually go to that employer, see the atmosphere, see the culture, visit with top executives of that committee or of that company, and really get a feel and just kind of explore what they have to offer. So I encourage you guys to attend the site visits. What's really cool is there's a bus, you sign up, they have a bus, they take the students there, they bring them back. Typically, you guys are fed food as well. So definitely encourage you to attend those. But again, since we are kind of moving away from the checklist, it is not going to be something that's required. So the one thing about this new setup and this new kind of revamp is we're not mandating you guys to do certain things anymore. We want you guys to choose what it is that's going to work for you. And so that's why you have these menu of options. Career fairs is another option for experience-based learning. If you are a Banking Leaders of Tomorrow, Dr. Evans is one that's heading that initiative. That is another scholarship under the umbrella of Launchpad. It is his first cohort that just rolled out this year. So if you are Banking Leaders of Tomorrow scholars, anything Launchpad also counts toward those hours as well. And then, of course, any mentoring that you guys are doing. So anything that you're doing out in the community, anything that you're doing with your student organizations that you are involved in, any type of mentoring, tutoring, those are all based hours that you can clock, and those are all experience-based things that we want you guys to be doing. Industry certifications, I mentioned, this is one thing that we are adding to the Launchpad program. You guys will have access to industry certifications, credentials that are amazing and that employers are looking to see in addition on your resume. And so I will be, I'm actually working with the Coursera team here at UMKC. We are actually constructing a whole brochure for you guys that's strictly Launchpad. And what we're doing is we're curating a list of courses that you guys will have access to get and receive industry certifications. And these certifications are based off your major. So if it's marketing, supply chain management, project management, whatever it is, you actually will be able to receive industry certifications. What's really cool about Coursera is that your certifications, once you complete them, you can link them to your LinkedIn page. And it's a link that employers can access. They can click on that certification, that credential, and actually see what you're certified for and actually see all the skills that you got from that course. Most of these courses are going to be 60 or more hours. And so it's self-paced. It is online. And so what's really cool is you can take it and do it at your own time. That's convenient for you. So I encourage you guys to punch out as much as you can. There's no extra cost for this. This is just, we're going to grant you guys access. And so the brochure that we are building is going to basically tell you guys how to get that access. Once you guys are given that access, then you will have free reign to take and do as much as you want through Coursera. So I encourage you guys to take advantage of that. Also, Forage, career simulations, case studies. That's another third-party vendor that allows you to be able to get case studies, career simulations, and get certifications and completion forms when completing those things. So again, these are hours that you guys are spending completing these certifications. These are hours that you guys will get credit for. And so that's what we want you guys to really focus on. And I personally have 3 Coursera industry certifications. So if you go to my LinkedIn page, you click on certifications, you'll see 3 of my certifications are through Coursera. And one of them was a 6-week course. And then a couple of the other 2 were just kind of at my own self-pace. So I encourage you guys to do it. It's amazing. We will go through how to set up your Forage. It's really simple with creating an account. And then once you create that account, based on what you listed as your major or what you're interested in, they've got cases and simulations that are already kind of listed for you to choose from for you guys to get started in. So that's something that you guys can get started in immediately today. Coursera, you will be notified probably within the next week. I'm working with IT to finalize our brochure, but you guys will be given the brochure and then given directions on how to access Coursera. And once you get that access, you'll be good to go. Student organizations. I will always, if you will hear every student or every faculty and staff member at Block, encourage you to be involved in organizations. We want you guys to be involved. Again, if you've ever heard me talk about involvement in organizations, I encourage you to get involved in a professional one and a fun one. And so with these student organizations, whether that's Enactus, whether that's Collegiate, DECA, FBLA, DSP, any of these organizations, please get involved. Any of these organizations that have workshops and events, if you hold a leadership position, those are all things that you can get credit for, you can get hours for. And so definitely take advantage. If there's an organization that's outside of Block School, that is okay as well. Fraternities, sororities, multicultural student affairs organizations, men of color, any of that. If they have workshops, professional development workshops that are a part of their organization, that is consistent, whatever it is, those are things that you can also use and count towards your hours as a Launchpad scholar, okay? Applied learning. So as you guys know, what has not changed is the internship is still required for Launchpad Scholars. So as long as you complete an internship before you graduate, that is still a requirement. Typically, those internships usually happen over the summer. However, there will be a new option that is going to be rolling in with this new block strategic plan that's referred to or called an extended internship. And basically what that means is it's basically an extension of summer. So whether it spills over into a fall, spring, a spring, summer, a spring, fall, it basically is an extended internship. So it means usually extending past an 8-week summer or a 10-week summer internship. How it's going to work, because this is a new initiative that we're rolling out, but there are employers that are specifically going to sign up to offer just extended internships. And so there are going to be specific employers. I'm not sure how many they're going to target, but it is going to be an application process for you guys. So if you are interested in doing an extended internship, which means you want to do it during the fall term part-time, maybe do it during the spring term part-time, we will have specific employers that are going to offer extended internships. Mind you, internships are paid. So I don't want you to think that you've got to quit your job and you got to do something for free. We would never tell you guys to do that. So these employers will be offering paid extended internships. So again, there'll be more information coming out to you guys about that. But if you are interested, please let me know, because I will start creating a list just to say, hey, these are the students that are possibly interested in applying for the extended internship opportunity. And it is an application process. There are going to be certain employers that are going to be a part of this. So they're signing a contract with UMKC to say, I'm offering extended internship opportunities and I have so many slots available for Launchpad Scholars. So again, we haven't worked out all the irons and all the details, but it will be an opportunity for you guys to take advantage of. Another opportunity, and many of you may be aware, because many of you probably already are working in the Block Consulting Lab. Is anybody aware of what that is? I know, because you're working in it. Anybody else? Alice is the only one? Okay. Oh, Parker. Yeah, you're working in it. Yep. So the Block Consulting Lab, you guys want to talk really quick about your experience in the Block Consulting Lab? Parker, go ahead. And you guys are put into teams, right? And you're working on a project for a specific business. This can also be small startups in Kansas City, but it's local businesses in Kansas City. We have a group of students in the Block Consulting Lab. This is also a paid position as well. So I think they do anywhere between, is it what, 10 to 20 hours, guys? You guys are doing every week? Ooh, they went up. $18 an hour? They went up. It started off at 15, so they have increased. That's awesome. And anywhere from 10 to 15 hours, 10 to 20 hours a week. I love it. Good. Yep. So that is one thing that we are going to be offering for Launchpad Scholars. So if you are interested, please let me know, because there is an application process to work in the Block Consulting Lab. And how it's going to work is, I think, it's faculty led, so you will be working under a faculty member. But with this new strategic plan, we're going to be making sure that Launchpad Scholars have seats in that Block Consulting Lab. So just to let you guys know, that's kind of how we're working it. So if you are interested, please let me know. I am compiling the list right now. And I do have a meeting with the Block Council next week to kind of talk details about when you guys can apply, what that's going to look like specifically for Launchpad Scholars. So if you are interested, just shoot me an email and I'll add you to my list. Questions so far? You guys are quiet. Y'all ready to go see the Chiefs, ain't y'all? Okay, I'm gonna get y'all out of here. Entrepreneurs. So do I have anybody that's interested in being a business entrepreneur, has a business that they're going? I know you are. Yes. Have you guys been to eScholars meetings? Have you guys started exploring? Please start exploring now. There are so many opportunities. Our creator, Henry Block, was an entrepreneur. So that's his baby. And that's the reason, one of the main reasons why, as part of his legacy, he created Launchpad, because he knew that he wanted to make sure that he gave back to the community. He wanted to make sure that our students gave back to the community. So if that's through entrepreneurship, that will probably be his first, woohoo, do it. So if you are interested in entrepreneurship, eScholars, New venture creation competitions are happening all the time around UMKC. Rainier First Tuesdays, they just had the First Tuesdays this past Tuesday. I heard it was wonderful and it is always packed. Take advantage of these. These are also things that are experience-based that you can get hours and credit for, okay? So please explore. If you want information on who to contact directly with Rainier Center, come see me. I'll get you in contact with Adam Larson. He is part of the Rainier Center, as well as Laura, and I see them every day. So please reach out to me and we'll get you started. So for first-time incoming freshmen, our goal for you guys would be, as a freshman coming in, first-time college student, 900 hours would be our goal for you by the time you complete your degree. If you are a transfer student, 500 hours, 450 to 500 hours, because transfer students, you guys typically come in with an associate's degree, so 60 plus or more hours. And so you have a little bit of a shorter time span. And so with that being said, we know, hey, 450 to 500 is more realistic for you guys. And so what that can look like can be different for each student. And that's one of the reasons why we're offering you guys the menu of options. Those hour requirements are there. So if you're a first-time college student for 4 years, as long as you get to those 900 hours by 4 years, I don't care how you do it, guys. I really don't. I want it to be something that's curated to you, that's personal for you. And so if you go through and complete your 900 hours and you never do a site visit, I would encourage you to do it, but you can complete your 900 hours and you won't never have to do a site visit. Yes. And honestly, it does. Her question was, does it include your internship hours? Yes. Most of the hours you're going to be able to get is going to be through internship. So that's why we encourage, and that's why we make an internship required, because an internship, you can knock out 300, 400 hours easily just by one summer internship. And if you do more than one, you're pretty much knocking it out. I know Layla's on her, third internship? Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. So she's already knocked out 600 hours minimum. So that's really where you're going to get most of your hours, is either your internship. If you decide to do an extended internship, that can be even more because you're extending it into a fall or spring semester, or through the block consulting lab. If you're working 20 hours a week for a full semester or a full year, those are your hours right there. So if you were in the information session, if you've attended an information session or attended liftoff, you might have saw the breakdown that I put up where I broke it down for each year. So that first year, if you're a first-time college student, our goal for you would be to get anywhere between 50 to 150 hours, usually your first and second year. And then that third year is usually kind of when we bump up those requirements, just because that internship is really going to be part of that third year, is where we really want you to start thinking about or getting or doing or completing your internship. But there have been cases where students have done internship their sophomore year. There have been cases where students have done an internship after their freshman year. If you have those opportunities, that's great, guys. Because if you can get your hours done within your first 2 years or first 3 years as a first-time college student, great. As a transfer student, our focus is going to be that first year. We want to make sure that that internship is coming around either that summer after you started or that senior year, but it's a little bit going to be a faster goal for you as a transfer student since you have a shorter time span. But again, it's definitely doable. And so you see the 900 hours, you see the 500 hours, you're like, oh my God. But in all reality, guys, you guys, even as Launchpad students that are continuing, you guys are doing these hours. You just didn't realize you were doing it. And now we're just putting it and saying, this is what you're doing. But you guys are attending socials and all the things that checklist was requiring of you. You were doing those hours. You just didn't know it.
So for some of us that are like sophomores, how do we know where we're at in terms of hours, or like from last year, like how do we know like?
Great question. Great question. I love y'all. And I'm going to tell you, it is 350 of you guys as of today. We had 115 new scholars start. I will be honest, guys, I am not going to go back as a sophomore and try to track your hours that you did last year. I'm not going to do it, y'all. It's too many of y'all. I love y'all, but that would just take up most of my day. So not to say that we're starting a fresh slate, but I'm not going to go back and track your hours. We're just going to start from now, because I'm going to really just say what I had in place last year's fall. You guys mostly probably did anywhere from 150 to 200 hours for the whole year, but I'm not going to go back and track that. So what we're going to do is just talk about moving forward. So as part of that tracking, in Rue groups, Trinity has been working very hard on badging for you guys. So moving forward, when you start submitting your forms and reporting your hours that you're doing, we're going to have badges that pop up. So once you hit 50 hours, there'll be a 50-hour badge that's going to pop up and show you you've got 50 hours. Your next 50 hours, a 50-hour badge is going to pop up that shows you you've got 100 hours. So that visually is going to be a way that we're going to help you guys track those hours. And then I will, in the future, be creating more of a maybe an advising tool that we can sit down. It's going to kind of show the breakdown of every year. So kind of like if you've been to the information sessions that I've been hosting recently, I've kind of broke down every year. The first year, the model student did 114. The second year, they did 69. It's going to be some kind of model visually that I'm going to have for you guys, but I haven't created that yet. So for right now, because I want you guys to stay in real groups, I want everything to be living in real groups for you. We're going to have the badges that are going to be displayed for you. So once you're submitting those forms, I'll be attaching how many hours come with that, and then you'll see those badges pop up on your homepage. So that's kind of a temporary for now, but eventually I'm going to put something in place a little bit more concrete for us to sit down, especially when we meet one-on-one, to say, hey, this is what you did your first year, this is what you did your second year. But to answer your question, I'm not going to go back and try to calculate what you did last year. I'm just going to assume that you got 200, 300 hours under your belt, and we're going to move from there. But there's not going to be anything in writing, anything to say, nope, he did 200 hours. There's no way for me to track it because all I had was you guys' checklist, but it wasn't anything hours wise that I could track. And it would be too much to go back and try to track 350 people. So yes. Yes, Layla.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
I also want to say, we're kind of gonna base off how we're gonna give you guys badges right now, based on how many years/semesters you have left in like your schooling. So like for seniors who are graduating this December, we're gonna give you 900 hours because you're graduating this December, so it doesn't matter. For like
And you already got your scholarship, so.
right. So for seniors graduating like next semester in May, you're gonna probably get like 800 to 850. Based like that. But like, so if you're a sophomore, you're probably going to get, like she said, we're going to give you your 200 to 300 hour badge because you've already gone through a whole year, probably like a 200 one. If you're a junior, you're probably going to get like a 500 or 600 hour badge. Just like, we're just going to do a basic benchmark based on how many semesters you have left. And then you'll actually track your hours after that. Does that make more sense? Great.
Layla.
Are we gonna get the balance of, if we do that, are we gonna get 800 hours?
We just gonna give you 800 hours and you go, because you about to leave. So, but we'll give you something just so you can, have that. And what's really cool about what we're doing, guys, and we'll go through how to submit your forms and what those forms look like really quick. But it's really great because it's going to be a tool that you guys can refer back to. So as a freshman this year, Ava, I think you already submitted a professional development workshop. But when junior year comes around and Ava's looking for a internship and she remembers that she went to a Coffee and Careers and met Grace at Spotlight, she can refer back to that form that she submitted and refer back to what she talked to Grace about, who she met at Spotlight. So that way in that interview, she can say, and you know what, my freshman year at UMKC, I had the pleasure of talking with Grace at Spotlight. She was amazing. She told me about this position and this is why I would be a great candidate. So we're making this very experience-based because we want you guys to be able to refer back to these experiences that you're having. So that way you have something to talk about. You have something to refer back to. You have things that you can talk about when you're looking for internships, when you're looking for jobs. And these are things you're going to be able to go back to. What ideally I would like to do eventually is kind of be able to allow you guys to create a portfolio to where everything's pulled together. You take it and this is, hey, employer, this is what I've done for the last 4 years. So ideally, that's what I would like. But again, I would have to build that out and that would take much time. So that is really, that's our idea when it comes to these hours and just making sure that you guys are taking advantage of the experiences outside of the classroom, okay? Just to make note, I don't know if you put a slide up about GPA, but the GPA requirement has not changed. So part of your renewal requirement, again, you still have to maintain your GPA. So if you are an impact scholar or achievement scholar, your 3.25 cumulative is still required to renew your scholarship. And then all other scholars, 3.0 cumulative. So that has not changed. Your one-on-one with me every year is still going to be a requirement. I still want to meet with you. I want to sit down with you. I want to make sure that we're tracking, you're progressing. If you have issues or if you're worried about something, that's what I'm here for, guys. Okay. So those requirements have not changed. The internship requirement has not changed. It is still required. Okay. The only thing that's changed is that the checklist has went away. we are focusing on you getting more experience-based, but more tailored to you and what's going to work for you and get you where you want to be. Other questions? All right, how we doing on time?
It's 6:10.
Okay. So today our next information session is on the 10th. As you notice, we're only having 2 cohort meetings this year. So please make sure that you attend the 10th. What's really great about the 10th is I am going to be awarding workshop hours because we are hosting a Banking Leaders of Tomorrow panel. We're going to have 6 banks representatives here on a panel discussing different positions in banking, finance, accounting. So please attend. And if you do attend, it is going to be a workshop because it is a panel. So you will get hours for it. And I'll have food. And it's going to be catered because we're going to have a whole lot of people here. So come.
Not this, that's the October thing.
Yes, October 10th. Yes, I'm sorry. Those are the information sessions. Yes. So if you want more details about the hours and how I break it down every year, I've got 2 more information sessions, 30-minute information sessions on the 10th at 6 and then on the 19th at 3:30. All right. So go ahead and I have Forge pulled up on mine. So I mentioned Forge career simulations, case studies. This is a third-party vendor. This is free for you guys. I'm going to show you guys how to create your account. If you have your laptop with you, feel free to jump on and follow along. It's super easy. If not, this is recorded, so feel free to watch this video back and learn how to create your account. Or if you want to set up one-on-one time with me, I am on UMKC Connect and Handshake. Set some time. We can get our one-on-one out the way. We can create your Forge account. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone if you would like. Yep. So you are going to go to that login page, theforage.com/login. Yep. I would encourage you to make this a bookmark or a favorite or something, so that way you can pop it up whenever you want to on your screen. That's what I would suggest. That's what I do. Get more pizza, guys, too. There's plenty. Is it like your 3rd piece? So again, if you don't have your laptop today or you don't want to do it on your phone or something, please, I'm recording this session. So you can go back and watch the video and then please set up one-on-one with me. We can do it together. It's super easy. theforge.com/login. Of course, none of you have an account that I'm aware of. If you do, great. If you don't, you're going to click do not have a account, sign up. Go ahead and click on that for me. You're creating yours today too.
I know, I'm creating mine over the weekend.
Yay, that's right. All right, so everybody got it pulled up? No big deal if you can't do it today. It's not a big deal. All right, Trinity, you ready? Go ahead and click on sign up. And you're simply going to enter your email address. If you want to still have access to it after graduating, I would say personal. But if you feel like I'm going to stick with UMKC for a minute, then you use UMKC, because you can't always go in and change it in the future. So if you're in UMKC way more than you are your personal, then I would go ahead and use your UMKC one. But if you are a senior and you're about to graduate and you're not going to be in UMKC in the next year, then I would put a personal email. So that's totally up to you. You can change it in the future, yeah. And then you're going to enter your first name, your last name, create a password. It does have to be 8 characters with a letter and a number. Make sure it's something that you can remember, or if you're like me, you got so many passwords everywhere, put it in your notes section of your phone. Because I have to do that, because it's so much. Your date of birth. Most of you guys were born in 03, 04, 03, 04, 05,
I'm a 3,
03.
so.
Your high school GPA. Mhm. Go ahead and just put in your, if they're asking you for a GPA, either put your current GPA in if you're a returning UMKC student, but if this is your first time or your transfer student, it's gonna be your transfer GPA when you came in or your high school GPA, because technically that's what qualified you for the scholarship anyway, so feel free to use that. Just to let y'all know, I had to tell them that I was like born in 2003 and 2004 so I could create this account so they know that I was a student. I wasn't born in 2003. I actually was in high school when most of you guys were born. So yeah.
Should I put career center or student group? Does it matter?
Say that again.
Career center or student group?
It doesn't really matter.
Okay, I'm just gonna put career center.
Career center's fine. Student group is fine. We're a Launchpad student group. So far, does anybody have any issues? The internet has been wonky all day, y'all. So I'm sorry if it's moving slow, if it kicks you out. It has been crazy all day. It is going to also ask you about education. So of course, you want to put your major down, you want to put your GPA, you want to put your expected graduation date. What they're really doing is just kind of trying to curate a list for you based on what you're inputting and what case studies and simulations they're going to shoot your way once we
It's
create
not
your
like
account.
Press 2021 and it's making me sad. Okay,
gonna
I
say,
didn't
then do-
start school in 2020, you guys.
Do 2020. So start school in 2020. It wouldn't let you do 2024.
It's not letting me do 2021.
That's weird.
That's when I started my school, right?
Then do 20. Of course, if you're starting this year, 2024, if it's not letting you do 2021, then push it back a year. That's fine.
Alright, whatever. Should I put my school email?
It's totally optional. It's up to you.
Why not?
I think it'd be smart to put your university email just for secondary in case you get locked out or something like that.
United States of America. No. Alright, place of residence. Missouri. Can I just put a state or what does it want a city?
The ethnicity and things are optional, guys. If you do not want to report that, you can simply select no.
I'm just gonna put Missouri. Okay, great. Why?
Everybody moving along okay? Anybody got any issues? Again, if you can't do it today, no big deal. But you're seeing how it does. It's very simple, guys. Feel free to watch the video back and then set up some time with me on my calendar if you want help.
Woo.
Woo, woo. So remember, bookmark this, guy, so you guys can just click on it anytime you want to go in. And as you'll see, they already are sending you recommendations on what kinds of simulations you can do. I failed to let you guys know that there are companies that are part of Forge as well. So sometimes Lululemon, JP Morgan will be part of these case studies that you guys will be a part of. So completing them is usually through companies like that. KPMG, Google, I think, is on there. So what's really cool is based on what those answers that you entered, they already kind of put some exploring themes. So there's a lot in there, guys. I would encourage you to take advantage of these Forge career simulation case studies, the Coursera. Again, you guys will be notified when that access, you guys can go in and request that access. But these are things that you guys can do again on your self-paced, online. Do them over break, guys.
Also, don't forget to verify your email. Because you get sent
Yes,
an
it's
email
gonna
about
send you a
that.
verification to verify your email in your email account. So do that, because that makes sure, they just want to make sure you're legit. Huh, what's up, Trinity?
Yeah, this is what the dashboard looks like. I've done nothing, obviously, because I just signed up, but it's cool.
And I signed up too, but I've done nothing yet, but they've already sent me like a whole bunch of notifications to say, don't forget to get in and do this, Whitney. But again, guys, this is at your own pace. This is something you can start doing today. Take advantage of it. Anything that you complete, they typically, I believe, I don't know what it looks like yet because I haven't completed one, but I think it's like a certification or some type of completion form that you guys will get once you complete different cases and simulations. And that's what you're going to report to me in Rue groups. You're just going to complete a form, upload what they send you as a document, PDF or whatever, and send it to me and report it. And then I give you so many hours. So if a case simulation that took 6 hours, is a case simulation that took you 10 hours, that's what you're going to report on your reporting form. The Coursera certifications, I will tell you, are typically 60+ hours. So you're talking multiple days.
I refreshed the page because I verified my email and then it changed to Cheerio. instead of what's up.
Cheerio.
Okay, anyway. So that's that.
So that is that. So again, if you haven't been able to, yes, ma'am, see a hand. Yes. You complete as many as you want. Same thing with Coursera. There's going to be hundreds and hundreds of courses. It's probably going to be a little overwhelming when you first get in there first, but what's really cool is I've already curated certain courses that are going to be available to you guys to choose from. So it's not going to be like 300. It'll be more like 50 or 100. So I've cut that list down for you guys just a little bit since it's going to be tailored to you guys. But yes, you can go in and do these anytime. This is going to be open to you guys and no cost at all. Other questions? That was easy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep, Handshake's available for you guys. Rue Group seems to be works really well for you guys. I've gotten feedback on Rue Group, so that's why I wanted to make sure we kept everything in Rue Group. So you guys reporting, you guys RSVPing for events, everything. Launchpad just lives in Rue Groups. I don't anticipate that changing for us. So just FYI, I'm pushing hard to make sure we don't have to have you guys going into another system because you guys already have enough systems to go into. So that's my goal.
Handshake is where you can make meetings with Block Career Center to do like those career exploration sessions that she was talking about earlier, like resume reviews and mock interviews and that kind of stuff.
And you can set up information. You can set up
And
your meeting with me too, and you in Handshake and UMKC Connect.
Okay, want to move on to?
Yep. Everybody good on Forge? Again, if you didn't get to do it, no problem. Watch the video back or set up a one-on-one time with me and I'll do it with you. Okay. All right, guys, we're doing great on time. Coursera. So as I mentioned earlier, I am working on a brochure. It should be finalized here within the next couple of days. I'm working with our UMKC Coursera and IT team. We're going to curate an actual brochure for you guys that's going to have a little welcome introduction. It's going to explain to you how to access and request access to Coursera. If you guys aren't familiar with Coursera, some of you guys might have already been familiar with it through certain courses in the block school, but this is going to be curated to just Launchpad you guys. And so it's going to be kind of a special list of courses that you guys will have access to. And it's going to be courses for every emphasis that we offer here at Block. So accounting, marketing, all of it. And I encourage you to explore as much as you can. Do stuff that's in your major, but do stuff that's outside of your major. It is all open for you. So what you'll do is you'll just request whatever access you would want to a certain. If it's accounting, you want access to all the accounting, if it's all the marketing, whatever it is, you will be getting an email within the next week in regards to that brochure. I will most likely have hard copies of the brochure in my office for you guys to pick up, but I will also be emailing and texting you guys when you always are able to go in and request that access. Requesting access is just going to be simple as you sending an email stating that I am a Launchpad scholar and I want access, and that's it. So again, within the next week or so, I'm finalizing our brochure. I'm working with IT to make sure everything is going to be transitioned right. We've got to get access to all 350 of you guys. So even my seniors that are going out this year, take advantage as much as you can. So within the next week or so, I'm not going to promise a certain day, but I will say within the next week, my goal is to get you guys that information so that you guys can start requesting access. You guys can get going. Questions? All right, what we got next, Trent? I think we're wrapping up. Upcoming events, guys. Our first workshop is coming up on, you didn't put workshop, you put socials. Okay, these are our socials that are this year. We're planning kickball. It's September 25th, a costume party, October 31st for Halloween. We are going to have our Friendsgiving dinner like we do every year, and we're going to have a stress less, most likely karaoke during finals time. So these events, of course, are all listed in our events tab at Launchpad, RSVP. Again, socials are no longer required, but we're still going to have them. So please come. This is a chance for you guys just to hang out, get to know each other, community, and have some fun. So those are all the dates for the socials for this fall. Our first workshop, we get, again, Launchpad workshops are up, and you can get hours to go towards those hours that are required. So our first one is next Wednesday, 5:30 over in BEH. I forget what room, but it's on the hours, it's on the events. Mike Allison is one of our adjunct instructors, but he also is a VP over at Spotlight. And so he is coming in to talk to us about networking and personal branding. He is amazing. His presentation is amazing. And he's already emailed me 3 times like, Whitney, what about this? Okay, are they going to like this? So come, first workshop of the year. You do get hours for it, and I will have food for you guys. So please come. The 18th, Marvin Carolina is an instructor in our Block School of Management. He teaches the FSC course. He is coming in and hosting a workshop on preparing for the workforce. Whether you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior, what can you be doing now to prepare for the workforce? And so he will be coming in to host a workshop. That's going to be on the 18th. That's going to be in the morning, typically before your 10 o'clock class. So from 9 to 10, come to upstairs, BEH 414, and he's hosting a workshop. I will also have food as well. And we are also partnering with the Men of Color Academy. So all the Men of Color Academy scholars will be there as well to join us. So join us for that. And then October 1st, we have Kira Ashby that is coming in, and she is going to host a workshop about confidence in yourself, confidence in speaking about yourself, whether that's a pitch or an elevator pitch. She is coming in and she's going to have some things that she's going to talk to you guys about. She's a really great friend of mine, and I'm excited for her to come and host a workshop on the 1st. So those are going to be events that are listed in our events tab. If they are not there, they will be there shortly. So sign up, RSVP, come. Again, I'm always going to feed y'all, so there's always going to be food. So come. October 16th, Predictive Index and You. Emmy Leslie is the Predictive Index guru. If you are not familiar with Predictive Index, it is a behavioral assessment that basically gives you, and you'll take a test. When you RSVP, I will send you the link to take the test. It is really cool, but it basically tells you what type of leader that you are, whether that's leading in a group in class. You guys got a group project, but she is basically going to say, hey, based off your answers, this is the type of leader that you most likely can be. And so she's going to kind of talk about a workshop and what that looks like for you guys. So I'm excited. Amy's a really great friend of mine. And so I'm excited for her to come in, and she's excited. But there is a test that you guys will take. So when you RSVP, you will get a link to take the Predictive Index test. Take that, and that's all you need to do, and show up. October 24th, we have Managing Your Financial Future. Please come to that, especially my juniors and seniors. Bob White is going to be hosting this workshop for us, and he is saying that this is going to be some great information for you guys as juniors and seniors, moving into internship, moving into looking for a job. So if you are interested, especially if you're accounting, finance, please come to this workshop. It's going to be amazing. And then November 7th is open to all of you guys as Launchpad scholars. We are partnering with Delta Sigma Pi, as well as Lockton, which is one of our employer partners. They are coming in, and we're hosting a happy hour etiquette. We're having someone come in that is going to talk about what to do. If you guys have not been aware, well, you will find out soon. One of the things that a lot of employers are doing is they're having happy hour. They're having happy hour networking events where they invite students or they invite people that they're interested in bringing on into their team. And so what is the etiquette for happy hour? You know, we are going to have mocktails. So it won't be alcohol, but it'll be mocktails. And so it's really cool. It's going to be fun, but it's going to basically teach you guys the do's and don'ts. Should you have a drink? What kind of drink should you have? If you're comfortable with having a drink. If you're not, that's okay. So it's going to be different etiquette things that she's going to go over, and it's going to be a really fun, interactive. We will have mocktails and we will have food. So come to that September 7th. That's in the evening as well. Cohort meeting today, and then our Last and only one is October 10th. So make sure you come to that. That is where we will be hosting and having the Banking Leaders of Tomorrow panel, and you can get workshop hours as well. So all of the workshops that I just went through, all 6 of them, you get workshop hour credit. And our cohort meeting on the 10th, you get workshop hour credit. So come. Questions? Who's planning on attending the career fairs next week? Yes, I should see everybody's hand. Yay, 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 yay. They had some prep sessions this week. They may have a couple prep sessions early next week. So if you are nervous or you're like, oh my God, I don't know what I want to do, what I'm gonna do, feel free to sign up for a career prep session. You can get hours for that because it is considered a career exploration planning session. You're planning for your future because you're going to go talk to employers at a career fair. So definitely sign up for prep if you want it. And then of course you will get credit for attending the career fairs as well. There was an email that went out, Trinity, about volunteering for these.
No.
Okay. There will be an email going out if you would like to volunteer at these accounting fairs and get community service hours. You are welcome to do that as well. Trinity will tomorrow send out an email with the sign-up sheet. If you would like to volunteer for a 2-hour block, if you want to volunteer all day, totally up to you. But you can volunteer for the career fairs. You can also attend as a career fair. Regardless of how you do it, you will get hours, whether you're volunteering, whether you're attending, or whether you're doing both. So great opportunity for you to get some hours under your belt, get some community service if you would like, and take advantage of the employers that are going to be on campus here for 2 days.
Also, Tamara said it was only for the Friday, the business career fair, not the accounting fair that you're going to be volunteering for, just the business one on Friday next week. But that's the QR code to the form to sign up for it. So please do that.
Yep.
Okay.
If you have not been to the lounge, if you do not know where the lounge is, please come see me. It is in Block Heritage Hall, room 226. That is our Launchpad lounge. It is strictly for all and only Launchpad scholars. I stock that up monthly with snacks, drinks, coffee, all that. So please take advantage. It is a great time to hang out between classes, come study, whatever you want to do, but it is a lounge strictly for us. And so I want you guys to be able to take advantage of it. If you're hungry, stop by and get some snacks. If you're thirsty, you want some coffee, you need a boost, we do have our lounge. And if you're not following us on Instagram, please do so. Block Launchpad on Instagram. We will also post all of our events and things like that as well.
Okay, that's everything for today. One final announcement. The Launchpad hour requirements form is live now. So if you have gotten any hours to rack up and submit, there's a form on Rue Groups that you can fill out to submit those hours, and we can count those towards you guys. How you get there is you go on to the Launchpad page on Rue Groups. You just go to Rue Groups, go to the Launchpad, and then click the surveys tab, and it's right there. So there you go.
Yes, guys, me and Trini have worked very hard on this form. It was available a couple of days ago, that it disappeared, and we figured out how to get it. So now, if you've attended Coffee and Careers, if you attended First Tuesdays, I know there's been some things that have happened the last 3 weeks. If you attended anything, make sure you get in there and report the form. What's really cool about the form is you click on the form, hit start, it gives you the directions for everything. Everything is listed. So follow the directions. If you need assistance or anything, just shoot me an email. Come see me, stop by my office. But the form is under surveys and forms. Click on it and it tells you everything that you need. So submit, submit, submit. When you submit your form, it comes to me. I approve it. I attach your hours, and that's it. It is the same form you will also submit for each thing that you do. So if you do a Coffee Careers, you have to submit every time you do a Coffee Careers. If you do a professional development workshop, you submit every time you do a workshop. Career fair, you submit for each career fair. So it's the exact same form that you submit every time. So a little bit more simplified for you guys. And again, if you need help, have questions, reach out to me or Trinity, and we'll be able to help you out. That's all I got, guys.
Bye.
Go Chiefs. Oh, and get more pizza if you want to take pizza to go. We got.
So please take the pizza. Okay, bye everyone online.
What's the coffee
Mhm.
today? And then like, so is it shut?
Can you have your laptop with you right now? See, Ava, I'm gonna check Ava.